took me to his science fair with a Jeopardy-like competition. I remember the noise, the large crowds, the amazing science projects done by the kids in grades 5 and 6, the big kids. During that Jeopardy game, I thought my father was the smartest person in the room. He knew every answer. At age 6, I hadn't realized that he had written every question. That fair sparked my passion for science. Often, my father stayed at school or missed dinner. My mother would say he was working. I was in middle school before I realized that working meant negotiating contracts or serving as the local president. With the advent of collective bargaining, my father was selected by his peers as a negotiator. Having 6 kids, I think he had a real interest in advocating for a fair and livable wage. I saw unionism at work before I ever knew it had a name. At age 16, I won a scholarship for a scientific expedition to Iceland. A remarkable adventure. Traversing glaciers, studying volcanoes, hiking across lava flows. Later, I was invited to speak about my experience at elementary schools, at nursing homes, at the Boston Museum of Science, at the MIT State Science Fair. I felt the joy of being a teacher, telling stories to engage and inform an audience. The next year I went to UMass Amherst, where I majored in biology. And there I combined my love for science and teaching by studying science education. After graduation, I taught science at Belchertown High School, and then at Wachusett Regional High School, the school I attended, and where I've had the joy of seeing my own children go through my school system and even my high school. In fact, one of my daughters is on a path to become an elementary school teacher, and my other daughter is a biology major. In 1995, the towns in the Wachusett district voted to regionalize pre-K through 12, not just at the high school. Merging 6 contracts was a challenge. The new contract afforded benefits for me and my colleagues, but not for everyone. I became a negotiator specifically to address those inequities. I've since served as lead negotiator, vice president in charge of maintenance and contracts. During the 7 years that I've been the WREA president, I directed the effort to voluntarily move my members to the GIC. And later, I led the effort to be the first association to opt out of the GIC. In both cases, my members benefited from a proactive approach our association took to negotiating. 6 years ago, I was elected to the MTA board. I'm a member of the board, the Pension Investment Committee, the Personnel Selection Team, and I'm co-chair of the MTA board bargaining team. My fellow board members also elected me to be a member on the Advisory Budget Committee. I've been an NEA-RA delegate many times, and I'm also part of the NEA's Northeast Organizing Institute. As a full-time teacher and local leader, I hear the frustrations of colleagues who spend valuable time on paperwork for new initiatives and mandates, being pulled from what they most want to do, actually teaching and preparing students for happy and productive lives. Clearly, we need to temper the speed with which the state imposes changes and initiatives with our need to maintain the best public education system. We have to ensure that new mandates or requirements or tests are carefully considered, developed, and evaluated by our members. And to do this, we need to involve and engage more of our members. I am committed to any program that increases member participation, especially for our newest colleagues. And we must never forget our traditional union values, servicing members, negotiating contracts, and defending our rights and benefits. I have the experience needed to hit the ground running, and I bring a fresh vision to MTA. Look around you at our diverse membership. ESPs, pre-K through 12 educators, higher ed faculty and staff, adjuncts, retirees, all of us have so much to offer. And I pledge that I will combine your voices and dedication to education with my combination of work on your behalf. I'm Bob Becker, and I ask for your vote tomorrow morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.